The screencast is going to show you how to use a spectrophotometer. So first of all, you're going to get one of these machines, place it on your desk, and then make sure you use this knob over here, the left-handed knob, to switch it on. The machines need to warm up for about 15 minutes. And then make sure you become familiar with the parts of the machine. This is the chamber where we place our sample, and you can see the lid opens up. This is the wavelength adjust button, so you will adjust it to the wavelength that we're going to use. And this is the screen where you actually can read your sample's information. The right dial on the front of the machine is where we adjust the blank to 100% transmittance. So the first thing, we turn on our machine, check that your chamber is empty, and then close it. And then the first thing you need to do is adjust the wavelength to your desired nanometers. These machines read from about 300 to 720, more accurate around the 3 to 600 range. Then once you have adjusted your nanometers, you're going to want to use the left-hand button in the front of the machine to set it to 0 on the screen. So you want to set transmittance to 0 when you have nothing in the chamber. Then we need to prepare our blank, which is going to be the solution that you dissolved your substance in. If we were using chlorophyll, we would use acetone as our blank. If you grew an organism like in microbiology, then your blank would be the luria broth, or the broth the nutrition for the bacteria. What the blank does is we're now going to account for any absorbance that the stuff we grew the bacteria in is going to pick up. And so you will wipe your cuvette off with a tissue, place it in the chamber, make sure you close the lid, and now adjust the transmission knob, which is the right knob in front of the machine, to 100%. So you can see we're now making sure it's exactly on 100%. You're now ready to read your sample. So you're going to remove your blank and place your sample in the chamber and close the lid to get a reading. Do not adjust any knobs. All you need to do is get your reading from the screen. And you can see on the bottom side, we read absorbance, and absorbance, the 0 is on the right, and infinity is way here on the left, but you wouldn't be reading that high. And then transmittance would be on the top. So here's our 0% transmittance to 100%. So always make sure you're getting your numbers right. So when you're reading absorbance, in this case, this is 0, 0.05, 0.1, 0.2. So this is reading a little bit less than 0.3 absorbance. And then you would record your readings. Finally, if you need to get a reading at a different wavelength, you'll need to go through all the steps to set the machine up with your blank at that wavelength. So you would adjust your wavelength knob, change the machine, and then go through the steps of blanking it at 0 with nothing in the chamber, and then blanking at 100% transmittance with something in the chamber. And if you're reading serial dilutions like you'll be doing in microbiology, you just need to dilute your original organism and then just keep reading, so you don't need to keep going through the blanking of it. Make sure you clean up when you're finished. Thank you.